In our Advent wreath, the third Sunday is represented by a pink candle. Gaudete Sunday in the Catholic tradition is about joy and shifting our reflections from the idea that Jesus is coming to recognizing and rejoicing in the fact that Jesus is near. So, with that joy in mind, I'm coming to you in our Home for the Holidays Advent series from the place in my house that brings me the most joy, especially right now, my kitchen. I often think about ways we've watered down the true meaning of Advent. It's a season that's intended to be rooted in hope in the darkness. I think it's easier for us to prioritize the hope piece and ignore the darkness because it's uncomfortable and hard. The darkness represents the world and sin before Jesus' arrival, but it also represents the injustice that is very present in our world today. We have to be able to name that darkness and that injustice in order to fully and authentically work towards justice. With that reminder of the darkness present in the Advent season, you might think I'm critical of the joy of Gaudete Sunday, but it's exactly the opposite. There's a quote by the author Rebecca Solnit that says, "Joy does not betray but sustains activism." Joy does not betray but sustains activism. Even in the darkest of days, joy can serve as an anchor to keep us going to follow in Jesus' footsteps. Holding on to joy allows us to go all the way into the darkness and brokenness of our world without worrying that we'll get lost or stuck there forever. It allows us to look at the brokenness head on so that we can work to heal it. This third Sunday of Advent, I'd invite you to name what brings you deep joy so that you can find ways to sustain yourself and your community in the midst of darkness. And then I'd invite you to rest and rejoice in the fact that the third week of Advent signifies that not only is Jesus coming, but Jesus is near. Peace be with you, friends.